I'm surprised the whole West End is as much developed as it is, but of course, 95 years ago, well, I didn't know anything then, but let's see, when I used to take the cattle up there with the cowboys, I was probably, teenager. Well, we were herding around 40 bulls. That would take a day to Hoskins, a day over to, well, it just depends on the weather, but sometimes it would be 1, 2, 3. It took us about 3 or 4 days. No, here's the way it was. That's why I drew this. My grandfather used to lease land over in the Bull Mountains. So down here, this is grand. Here's where the big barn and the house are, the golf course. You're familiar with that. They used to feed the bulls there. So come June, or last of May, we trail the bulls over here, up Shiloh, Zimmerman Trail, across the airport, over to Alkali Creek. Then when we get to Alkali Creek, we'd have to arrest them because they'd been fed grain all winter, and they're kind of getting worn out. And usually what we did was we'd move the cattle at night, and then in early morning we'd stop because this is during the late 20s, early 30s. It was so hot. We couldn't move in the daytime because they just couldn't take it. We stopped a fellow that owned a place in the Hoskins Basin and asked him if we could water the cattle. And he said, Mr. Cardwell, he said, I'll be glad to pay you for it. He said, I don't even have enough water for my own cattle. And he said, otherwise I'd give you the water. Then we went on. We rested then several hours, went on the 20-mile creek, or 20-mile, excuse me, 20-mile road. And there was a person that was vacant then, belonged to some people by the name of Ingy. But the place was vacant, but it had a good well and a good spring. So we stopped there. Then it wasn't very far to the Bull Mountains.
When you drive down Shiloh Road now, what's your reaction to that? What do you like? What do you wish had been different about the development?
Oh, nothing. It's just great the way it's developed. I suppose that when I was younger, that'd be a big surprise, but as I've gotten older, you're bound to have progress, and that's the only way you get it is have people build it. The reason why I up it this far was because there wasn't much development, because Zimmerman owned stuff on the north side, we owned stuff on the south side, we didn't want to sell, so the development was not going to happen right then because we want to develop as we want to develop, not.
What's your philosophy about developing land?
Well, it's a good thing if it needs to happen, and as we go west onto Shiloh or on Grand, all the streets west, you're just going to have to do it whether you like it or not.